We are going into game number 2 of this best of 5 in the finals of Antec Attack number 20. I am SC2 England, and my lovely co-caster is Pew. Say hi, Pew.
Hey guys.
So,
Bear with me, I'm just
we do have, well, EmpireHappy as the yellow Terran in the lower right, and EmpireKas as the red Terran in the lower left. So it's an all-Empire final, and, well, it's a TvT. The map is Shakura's Plateau. If you haven't watched game 1, and you're watching on VODs, check it out. If not, I'm gonna fill you in now. Game 1 was lots of bases by Kas, 3 bases of Happy, but Happy had the superior tank control, and in the end, just with better tank numbers and control of his tanks, he went on to take Kas down, which was very similar to like the last time we saw these two play in the Antec attack. So, will be interesting to see if both players go for a similar build this game, or whether we see either of them mix it up a bit.
Yeah, and so far nothing fishy coming out. Of course, we're mainly watching it Happy because last week, when they both played each other, there was a proxy Rax from Happy. There's the first Rax. That's in a very odd position because it's like in between them both, so you can wall it off without the depot, but his depot's next to his command set.
Very
Gas.
confusing.
We have gas. Ooh.
Gas from both players doing identical builds at the moment. Actually, this is really going to be identical. It'll be interesting to see when they vary, or if they're both just going to try and do the same thing.
No, this could be a Reaper expansion. The big difference is how many things you see on Gas. Okay, there are 3 for Kaz. How many for 3 for each player? So that is, you only need like 1 or 2 for a Reaper. You see. So it's probably going to be a bit of factory play. All
well,
depends.
Straight away, Kas going up for that orbital command because Kas loves his orbital commands.
Happy had a bit of a bad time in there, so his is slightly later. Second depot now coming down for Kaz.
This is just like identical builds at the moment. Both players are going to go for a factory.
Yeah.
That's what's going to happen. We know that because both players are getting up to 100 gas. A factory already chucked down there for Kas. Meanwhile, we will see Happy probably follow up with his factory now. So
Kaz is just a little bit further ahead.
So currently both players on identical standings.
Second gas for Kaz.
No second gas yet for Happy.
No.
Are they finally going to vary their builds? It looks like we are. We've got an SCV. What's he doing? What are you doing with it? A supply depot. Like literally the most anticlimactic building he could possibly have made.
We still only have 1 gas for Happy, so it is looking like maybe just Banshees without cloak or Hellion drop or something to that extent. And this, Happy's doing that little, the SCV gets a kill. Oh no, it doesn't. Got dead.
That poor SCV. Murderous SCV.
For each player.
There's the tech lab as well. So Kas is going to go cloak Banshee. Happy's going to go just non-cloak Banshee.
It's either that or I think it's going to be a Hellion drop myself. Because there's no there's no tech lab on the factory.
True.
Because there are Hellions coming out. So it could be a Hellion marine elevator to the corner of the base. It could be just a straight up Hellion drop.
Either way, this is looking like it's going to be a quicker game though.
Yes. Well, they're both on 1 base and should be interesting. The medevac is now in production, so it looks like Kaz Happy will scout the cloak Banshees.
Kas is getting his natural base up though now. Kas is probably killing him not having another command center here.
It doesn't actually look like cloak is going to be hidden from Kaz.
No, there is no sign of that. There is a tech lab coming down though.
He has more than enough gas.
He's building Vikings as well.
Ooh.
And then a Raven follow up. No, the Raven was cancelled.
Ooh, nice.
Ooh. Ooh.
Ooh.
Ooh. We're just making strange noises to each other now.
Look, the Vikings flying in the totally wrong direction. It's flying towards Happy's base while the drop hits in the corner, and
this one SCV like, I'm building a depot. Oh dear.
And this is gonna be really hard for Kaz to hold on. There's more units for on.
And all the SCVs are lining up so badly. The medevac is going to get taken down though, so these units are not going to be getting away. but what are going to be getting away are a lot of SCV's lives.
And 3 Marines. Oh, here comes the tanks.
That tank is going to make a big bit of difference. How many workers were killed in the end? 8
Oh
were.
my god. Did you see that?
Yeah, Cass actually loaded an SCV in to save her. That was genius, Cass.
That was superb. That was. I love Kaz. It's like the little small things that make such a difference and just show you what type of caliber these players are at. It's amazing.
Clearly Cass was an absolute master of whack-a-mole, but he always played as the mole race.
Okay. Happy has his natural turning into an orbital at the moment, while his third command center is being made in the main. Oh.
We're going to see 1 tank and 4 marines try and take on a tank and 2 Hellions and 2 marines.
And he repairs the Viking. I don't think Kaz noticed that yet.
We will see, but there is of course that Raven there still at the moment, so...
Oh, and we got a tank by itself in the middle of the map being shot by Hellions.
But 1 Hellion goes down. Eventually a Hellion will kill a tank. Eventually, but it'll take a while.
If he kills the tank, the Hellion, and doesn't lose damage, he can just get home. And because the Hellions don't anything fast enough to catch up with him.
But here comes the Marines. That Hellion very nearly goes down there. Both players are on 2 bases now. The worker count is 30 to 25 in Happy's favour.
The main doing some harassment here, and he's gonna have a hard time killing these, letting these things live. Because of course the Vikings can be repaired from Kaz, and that was just free.
That was just free money, but still there was another 3 SCVs killed there.
11 workers killed in total for Happy, which puts 25 to 33. 10 minutes. Jesus, these guys just don't like each other this game, do they?
No, this is like the complete opposite of every other game these 2 players have ever participated in, where they just macro, and then engage half an hour later.
Yeah, but they still have the command centers. That's the crazy thing. They're just
not
really
they're just not taking them anywhere.
Yeah, they're just killing each other's SCVs. And we have another...
They kill each other's SCVs and build more command centers to replenish them quicker.
Yeah, we have another 2 Vikings. There are no Vikings over here now. Oh, actually, there's 1 for Happy. Oh, what's he doing? He's gonna drop a turret, is it?
Yeah, I doubt it now because all of those Marines have been pulled,
Yeah,
but he was in position if he wants to. It's still just putting pressure on Happy though to just follow around these
pretty much.
These units.
There are a 2nd and 3rd Viking about to pop, and that'll make a big difference because of course the Ravens are fairly slow. And 1 Viking
does go down, and that's a big loss. And now of
is.
course it's 3 Vikings against 1.
And the Raven, which is so important, but Happy actually misses it, so...
Happy gets a bit confused, he gets a little bit lost. He's like, guys.
We got Siege now for Happy at his natural, and we got... Oh, Kaz is going to walk straight into 2 tanks, bad. And here comes the harassment to the mineral line from that Raven.
And that auto turret is going to do a grand total of no damage.
Got it.
But it was there. It was there in spirit. It was the little auto turret that couldn't. Like the little train that could.
Oh, that Marine's gonna die. Oh, saved. It's the little things with these 2 players that make a big difference in
Exactly.
game.
It makes
It's
such
crazy.
a huge difference.
You can just tell they've probably played thousands of games against each other.
And
Yeah.
like tanks just take out a single Hellion, just like no. Meanwhile, we do have Happy. He's got the supply lead. He's
And
got
the economic advantage.
and the economic advantage. He's looking really good. I mean, every time we've seen Happy get the supply lead, he goes on to win.
Yeah. He just seems more competent in TvT.
I think Happy's got a weaker TvZ than Cass. In my opinion, I think Cass has got a very, very flawless TvZ. But they're both really, really good players.
Yeah. Well, this is the 2nd week in a row with both of them in the finals, so it just shows you that...
No, it was TSL finals last week, wasn't it?
No, that was the week before. Wasn't it?
I get very confused. Basically, either Team Empire or Team TSL decide to win this tournament.
Pretty much.
They take it in turns. But we're not going to complain because it means they send 4 of their best players over to compete, don't they, Peter?
Mm-hmm.
We've got double drop gearing up here for Kas.
But we also have 3 Vikings
Spread out very
in that
nicely.
position. So these medevacs will get...
And the medevacs are going to be over the ground when they go into engage. But here goes the Vikings, and they should be able to get 1 medevac, probably the second one as well. One Viking goes down, but 2 medevacs, that's not a huge amount. It's a good trade. 2 medevacs for a Viking.
And now Kaz rallies them to take out the rocks. Because of course they're stuck.
Just like freedom. We will get out eventually. We will still see Happy just moving forward. He's got quite a considerable supply advantage now.
That's what you want to do, Kaz. That's right. Take out the other rocks towards his base.
It's like, oh, that's my base.
Oh yes.
Do you reckon that ever occurs to like these really, really pro players? They're just like, oh crap, no, not that way.
Yeah, there's so many things that like it's the most annoying thing in the world when you accidentally build like 2 or 3 of the same building. To like say like your forge gets taken out, and sometimes you'll accidentally build like 3 forges or something, or you don't realize it, or 2 twilights or 2 Templar archives. 2 Colossus space are the worst because they're so expensive.
You could be a Zerg player and like accidentally build like 2 Ultralisk caverns. We've got an engagement coming on here, and Kas is actually cleaning up.
Yeah, but the Marines, there was a base taken out by Happy there, so that is why Kaz engaged half an army with his full army. And there's just Marines now v tanks, and of course there's medevac's backing these up with the tank in the back.
And there's the GG. So
that was I wasn't expecting.